Why are all my rabbits in my garage?
You ready to go outside? Yeah. She's excited about going out. Not for chores. She thinks we're going to play ball, but we're going to do chores. And then
We make sure they
some
have
fresh hay and make sure their
plenty of hay.
bedding is nice and fluffy and toasty warm.
Yeah, so she's good there. I see her out here in the snow, so she's obviously warm enough because she's not huddling in there shivering or anything. So.
Right, yeah. She's wearing a nice fur coat.
Yeah, as long as they have a place where they can get that's dry and out of the wind, they'll be fine.
And so she's got that nesting box and this big pile of hay, and you can see where she's been laying in this pile of hay right through here.
Yeah.
There's the county snowplow. He's gonna come just a little bit further and turn around because they don't go any further. There's a sign over there that says end of county maintenance.
I'm also gonna give these bunnies that are in the rabbitry more hay in the nesting boxes so they can get out of the wind also. And we'll put down the tarp and they'll be nice and cozy. I'm gonna check their water now. Chris, we've got a couple frozen. Can you, it looks like the power strip is off. Can you check and make sure the power strip is plugged in over there?
Yeah.
Is the white cord plugged in all the way to the yellow cord? Is it loose?
All right, so the yellow cord's supposed to have a little light in it, and I don't see any light.
Okay, let me go over and make sure it's plugged in at the wall.
I got it.
Okay.
You got a light?
Go back and check the light. Light's on. Is it gonna be enough to melt it?
Right now, the wind chill is actually in the negative digits.
Yep, my fingers are feeling it for sure.
I bought new extra warm work gloves for the winter. Mm-hmm. They got the white filling instead of the red.
Yeah.
They're really nice.
You only got one pair of those?
Yeah. I was by myself at the store, and I knew you had good ones. My ones with the red inside
Have holes.
had holes in all the
Yeah.
fingers.
I normally put little gloves inside of these, and I just didn't do it today, so I'm a little cold. We gave them a big, nice handful of hay that they can either eat or add to their nest. The animals are okay. The smart ones are hanging out in the coops, but then we've got these guys along the house. The cows are coming because they know it's dinner time, so they're coming down here. We need to pull out a new bale for them so they can stay warm. We need to make sure everybody has water. I'm trying to turn on the water. The spigot's frozen. I can't turn on the water to fill up the cow's water trough. Let's see what Chris wants to do about it. I can't turn the water on. The spigot seems to be frozen. Thank you. I'll hook up the hose here in a second. It's cold out here. How are you feeling?
I'm fine.
You're fine?
Yeah.
He's tough. He's tough. I'm a limp.
Snowflake in my eyeball. Can't see anything.
Oh no.
Ah.
Let me get the spoon. I'll dig it out.
Yeah.
Cow feed bucket? Okay. Ouch. I cannot tell you guys how many times I hit this stupid thing.
That's a shin banger right there.
Well, not when you're my height. It's the knee. Southern Missouri. It gets cold here, but we're not used to this kind of cold.
It's our first year in the single digits.
Yeah. So it is February 14th. Oh, happy Valentine's Day, babe.
Happy Valentine's.
We have 5 bales of hay left. So 1 week, one more, 2 weeks in February, and then 3 weeks in March. Are we going to have to buy hay, or is the grass going to be growing?
No, we'll be buying hay.
All right. We don't have a tractor, so this is the way that we bring hay to the cows. There we go. Hey, Topes, what's up, bud? Let me get you some fresh hay. All right, I'll be right there. Shelby has shelter and water up there. Just gave him a big pile of hay. He'll be fine. He's got a nice fuzzy wool coat on. All right, do you need help pushing it down? No, okay. All right, I'll go walk out the hose. After using a hose, you have to completely drain the hose of all the water inside, or it will freeze and then water won't flow through tomorrow. And tomorrow is going to be colder than today. He's probably always wanted to do that. Was that fun?
Yeah. Drive it like you stole it.
Hey buddy, what you got? Wood, your favorite? I see that. When we went out this morning, the frozen water bottles were partially thawed, but not completely, not even halfway, and certainly not enough so the rabbits could actually drink out of them. Good job, bud. So you're too curious about the bunnies. You got to leave them alone. They don't want a dog sniffing at them. And we're not sure if it's just that they didn't warm up enough to thaw already frozen water, or is it that they're actually not made to handle the incredibly low temperatures we have been getting? We don't know which it is, so we brought them in the house, we unplugged them all, we're letting them thaw out, and in the meantime, we moved a bunch of extra cages in here, and all the rabbits. Right now, fortunately, we just have 4, 1 buck and 3 does. Duke, you are a mess, and Duke is much too curious about them. They don't like it much, so we're trying to keep him out of here also. And for now, we're going to live with bunnies in the garage until we figure out that we can safely move them back outside and be able to provide them with fresh water. Yesterday and Sunday were miserable. It was snowing, the wind was blowing, the wind chill was incredible. It's actually about 10 degrees colder today, but it feels warmer just because there's 0 wind and sunshine.
What about this cow tank?
What's that? Cow tank's frozen over? Alright, chickens, good morning. Good morning, chickens. How's everybody? I was afraid that the snow would be up higher than the holes where the chickens get to their chicken feed on the big feeders, but it's not. However, the problem we are having is both of the chicken waters are frozen. So Chris and I are going to work on a solution for that right now. We have 2 of these big plastic waters that we use all summer. So our solution to the freezing is just to bring this one in when it freezes and bring out the one that's inside. And then once the other one thaws out, switch them out. It started snowing again last night and snowed basically all night. I think we're probably at about 6 or 8 inches total, deeper in drifts, less in the low places, but it's a lot more snow than we've seen in a long time. It's around 22 right now, which is not terrible. Sunday was miserable. Sunday and Monday Sunday was windy and cold, and then Monday, we woke up Monday morning at negative 16 degrees. I mean, just insane weather for this part of the country. Now we've got another problem. When I turn the spigot on, which I'm able to do, water is not coming out of it at all. There's a drip, which is actually coming out from back here. So it's frozen. So I have brought out a blow dryer. The reason this is so important is that this is the water spot that we use to give water to both the cows and the chickens and ducks. So hopefully the blow dryer trick will do the trick. disconnect to the side away from our step so that water doesn't freeze on there and splash on our step every time. How do you like the snow, bud? He was plowing with the ball? How
Yeah,
was
he
he
had
doing
it in
that?
his mouth and he was just like doing this, and there's like snow going on either side of him. Yeah, so it's like 1 foot directly behind the other, and it's not spaced out wide like a dog. Definitely thinking deer. These are dukes. Big difference between dog and whatever that is. What'd you find? What is it? Is there something in there? Get it! Get it, boy! Get it!
A few years ago, we did a collaboration called a Homestead Snow Day with a bunch of other channels that weren't very big at that time. And I actually watched it recently. It's not really well put together, but we were pretty new. But if you watch it, we'll put a link to it in the end screen. And if you watch it, you're probably going to see some channels that have just exploded since then. They're like really big names. And then some others that maybe aren't so big that you want to check out. Anyway, it's a really good collaboration, fun from a few years ago. So
Get along, little doggies.
go click on that now.
Time to head to the hen house, ladies.